Hello, I am Major Jameson White with the Maryland Heights Police Department. This critical incident briefing is intended to provide you with information about the officer-involved shooting that occurred on January 18th, 2025 on Jonesdale Court in the city of Maryland Heights. We have prepared this briefing based on our commitment to transparency to the public we serve. We will show you relevant audio and video footage and our response to this incident. Because this investigation is still active, we want to give you a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know up to this point. We will now give you a better understanding of how the Maryland Heights Police Department uses digital, video, and audio technology during an incident.
The body-worn and in-car cameras used by the Maryland Heights Police Department have a 30-second buffer of video without audio upon activation. The cameras go back 30 seconds and begin recording. This feature is designed to capture incidents that may occur suddenly when an officer does not have the time to immediately activate their cameras. Both cameras can be activated manually and will automatically activate upon certain circumstances. The body-worn cameras are worn at chest level. They capture a general perspective from that angle. Available lighting, movement, distance, and other factors can affect the clarity and picture quality.
The Maryland Heights Police Department conducts thorough use of force investigations that typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view video footage, and analyze significant amounts of forensic evidence. We are still in the early stages of this investigation, which could take several months to complete. We will not conclude whether the officers acted consistently with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution: the images and information you're about to see and hear may be disturbing. You may hear strong or coarse language. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend themselves or others against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to listen to and watch. Viewer discretion is advised. On Saturday, January 18th, 2025, the Maryland Heights Bureau of Investigation was requested to investigate an officer-involved shooting that left one officer and one suspect injured. At approximately 2:20 a.m., Maryland Heights police officers heard point-to-point radio transmission regarding a gold Hyundai Sonata and a white Kia Soul that failed to yield to a St. Louis County police officer in the area of 1200 Castellan's Arcade Plaza, located near the intersection of Olive Boulevard and Fifi Road. Our officers recognized the Missouri license plate of the gold Honda Sonata as a stolen vehicle out of Maryland Heights, Missouri, that had occurred on January 17, 2025.
St. Louis County from West Central and Park Point.
St. Louis County.
Reference to stolen vehicle. Was there a white Kia Soul possibly following that vehicle?
Affirmative.
Okay. Do you have a last known location?
Last known location we have is Castellan's Arcade Plaza, undirected travel.
West Central Pacific.
St. Louis County.
Reference to that white Kia Soul. We just hit our flat camera southbound Cross Creek from Olive, southbound Cross Creek from Olive in the last 1 minute. Got officers being ready to canvass in court.
St. Louis County, clear.
At approximately 3:25 a.m., Maryland Heights Police Department dispatch and officers heard a radio transmission from the Creve Coeur Police Department that they were following two vehicles that failed to yield to them, described as a white Kia Soul and a black Kia Soul, in the area of Olive Boulevard and northbound I-270 heading towards Maryland Heights, Missouri.
West Central, two agencies northbound 270 from Olive. Copy, failed to yield.
St. Louis County.
Maryland.
St. Louis County, Maryland Heights, be advised. We just had that white Kia Soul, accompanied by a black Kia Soul, failed to yield. And Creve Coeur officers northbound 270 from Olive, northbound 270 from Olive at high rate of speed. We're not in pursuit.
St. Louis County, clear.
Maryland, that's clear.
At approximately 3:26 a.m., a Maryland Heights police officer was sitting stationary on the shoulder of northbound I-270 at Dorset Road in a fully marked patrol vehicle. He advised the black and white Kia Souls exited onto westbound Dorset Road. Another Maryland Heights police officer was at the intersection of Dorset Road and I-270 and was able to position his fully marked patrol vehicle behind the white Kia Soul and activated his overhead emergency lights and siren in an attempt to conduct a traffic stop. Both vehicles refused to stop for the officer, making numerous traffic violations, and continued westbound on Dorset Road at a high rate of speed. These actions were caught on the officer's digital in-car video.
Anybody get spiked?
This one.
The two vehicles continued to drive erratically and refused to yield to our officers. The vehicles make a right onto Pheasant Run Drive, continuing to drive at a high rate of speed, making numerous traffic violations. The two vehicles make a right onto Ameling Road, headed eastbound towards Bennington Place. A Maryland Heights police officer was able to deploy spike strips across Ameling Road west of Bennington Place. The black Kia Soul was able to avoid the spike strips. The white Kia Soul had 3 of the 4 tires disabled by the spike strips and continued to follow the black Kia Soul. The two vehicles then turned left on McKelvey Road, heading north, continuing to make numerous traffic violations, refusing to stop for our officers. The two vehicles turned right onto Jonesdale Court. Jonesdale Court is a dead-end cul-de-sac street. The black Kia Soul made a turnaround in the cul-de-sac and came to a stop. The driver of the white Kia Soul exited the vehicle and attempted to enter the rear passenger door of the black Kia. Maryland Heights police officers exited their vehicles in an attempt to apprehend the drivers. The black Kia Soul then drove onto the lawn of a residence toward one of the officers and struck the officer. The officers recognized this action as a physical threat, which resulted in an officer-involved shooting. Viewer discretion is advised. You will now see the additional in-car videos and officer-worn body camera videos from the other officers involved in this incident.
They're jumping in the black Kia.
Shot fired.
You good?
326.
Yeah. Get the fuck up.
Making a right on the Jonesville. Black Kia Soul's in front of the white Kia Soul. Might be ready to foot bail into the black Kia Soul.
The dead end down there.
We got somebody ready to spike the black one if they all jump in and try and head back out.
Yeah, I got that. We got them blocked in. They're jumping in the black Kia. Jumping in the black Kia.
The driver of the black Kia Soul continued to travel forward, coming to a stop after striking a marked patrol vehicle. At 3:33 a.m., the on-duty supervisor requested an ambulance for the driver of the black Kia Soul. Our officers began administering life-saving efforts until paramedics arrived.
Not on Jonesville. Wanted to come in an ambulance here in Jonesville.
This is 182, just to clarify, do you say you need EMS at Jonesville?
Yes, we do.
Just on Jonesville. Court is scene secure for EMS to proceed. Clear, get them here fast.
Recording. I'm out on Jonesdale. Are you okay? Is everybody okay? Anybody shot? Who else is with you down there? You got an ambulance? 182. I'm in an ambulance here in Jonesdale.
Yeah, he's rolling his eyes a little bit.
No, I think
23, 334.
Hey man, stay with me.
Maryland Heights Fire Protection District ambulance transported the driver of the black Kia Soul to an area hospital for treatment of the injuries that he sustained. He was admitted to the hospital due to his injuries. The Maryland Heights police officer was also transported to an area hospital for treatment and later released with non-life-threatening injuries. The driver of the white Kia Soul was not injured during the incident and is still currently in custody. Officer 1 is a 32-year-old male with 2 years of experience. Officer 2 is a 25-year-old female with 2.5 years of experience. Officer 3 is a 44-year-old male with 20 years of experience. Suspect 1 is a 16-year-old. Suspect 2 is a 15-year-old. The Maryland Heights Police Department Detective Bureau will continue to investigate this incident as long as it is necessary. Detectives will continue to interview witnesses who may come forward and analyze and document any evidence that may be discovered. After the investigation is completed, the report will be forwarded to the St. Louis County Juvenile Courts for review. Thank you for taking the time to view this critical incident briefing.